In the previous 5 parts, we boarded the California Zephyr and left Denver. Then we passed the Big Ten curve and climbed through the Rockies and headed through the Moffat Tunnel. Then we headed along the Colorado River to Grand Junction, all the while passing the Rocky Mountaineer, the eastbound Zephyr, the abandoned Tennessee Pass Line, Glenwood Canyon, Glenwood Springs, DeBeck Canyon, a deadline in Grand Junction before arriving at Grand Junction. Then we drove south and visited the Durango and Silverton with an unexpected surprise as we went there while a Kevin Costner film, Horizon, was being filmed on the DNS. Then we took 3 trips, 2 of them part of one round trip from Durango to Silverton and back, and the last trip a one-way trip from Durango to Silverton on board a doubleheader, as well as watching a special train depart before the doubleheader trip. And then after returning north to Grand Junction, we'd stay a night and get on the California Zephyr Train 6 bound for Denver. After passing a lot of the scenery, a lot of the towns, and a lot of the rivers and bridges, as well as the abandoned Tennessee Pass Line and the Craig Branch, we are now at Kremling, Colorado, and we are about to finish this journey. We are now at Kremling, Colorado, and here we'll join up with Highway 40 until we break off from Highway 40 at Winter Park, Colorado. Governor Polis, make the Denver to Craig train a reality. I hate driving over Rabbit Ears Pass.
Siding.
We're now at Kremling, Colorado, and right here is a siding where some trains would pass each other. Also at Kremling, some maintenance of way for the tracks is stored here as well.
We'll be there by 8:13 p.m.
8:13 p.m.?
Well, assuming nothing else goes wrong.
Except for the fact that there was a speed restriction going down the grade.
Have a good rest, Mom.
Also, between here and Byers Canyon, the train will go a little bit faster now that this track is a lot more flatter and straighter.
Ready to make our way through the Byers Canyon. One of the sharpest corners on the California Zephyr is in this canyon. Folks, puts us 20 minutes away from our next station stop of Granby, Colorado in 20 minutes. Folks, this is only for passengers set to board and deboard at Granby. So if you're not ticketed for Granby, it's not a fresh air break. So we please ask you stay in your seats. Please do not go downstairs and congregate in the vestibule. We just have enough time to get people on and off, so please stay in your seats. You have a chance at Winter Park, Fraser, to step off for a fresh air break. We'll let you know when we get a little bit closer to Fraser concerning that stop. Thank you.
We're going to be entering Byers Canyon now, and the speed limit in Byers Canyon is a really slow 20 miles per hour, both freight and passengers. After the Union Pacific took over the Southern Pacific in 1996, Union Pacific rerouted a lot of the trains from the lines in Colorado that went through the Rockies to its overland route. And this section in Byers Canyon is one reason that the Union Pacific did that. We are leaving Byers Canyon behind, and our next stop will be at Granby, Colorado. Granby is a stop for Amtrak passengers who head for Rocky Mountain National Park. As for us though, we're continuing past Granby all the way to Denver.
We're back in hot Sulphur Springs. CPTS 086 Sulphur. $90.20, $61.94, $61.19.
We are passing a BNSF train. BNSF has had trackage rights over the Moffat line since the Union Pacific and Southern Pacific merger in 1997.
Triple aces.
Alright folks, coming up is Granby, Colorado's coming up, less than 10 minutes. If you are ticketed for Granby, this is your courtesy call, go to your seat, checker on your seat. Granby is a short stop just for ticketed passengers only. Granby, Colorado's coming up. Thank you.
Colorado Big Thompson. CBDS 076 Granby.
We are now arriving at Granby, Colorado. This station serves as a Amtrak connection to Rocky Mountain National Park, and the town itself is mostly well known for being the town where the infamous Killdozer incident took place. While it's a lot more complicated than what I'm going to say, because of a lot of zoning and land disputes with the town of Granby, Marvin Heemeyer, a Granby resident, got fed up with the town, or at least the government of the town. And so, with a modified bulldozer, he went on a rampage on June 4th, 2004, and destroyed a lot of buildings in Granby, Colorado. Surprisingly, he did not kill anyone, but in the end, his killdozer fell into the basement of a building, and he decided to commit suicide. It's a lot more complicated than that, but that's, as far as I know, the basic gist of what the guy behind the killdozer incident did, and why he made the killdozer.
Granby Station.
Our time at Granby, though, would not last long, as we were on our way in about 2 minutes.
Alright folks, that was Granby, Colorado.
Now, if
Next
I
station
wanted
stop in
a
about 30 minutes is going to be Fraser, the town of Fraser.
now, if I wanted a
Like I
reliable
said
pickup,
before, will be a fresh air break, folks.
I'd
You have about
I'd use
4
a
minutes
pickup
on
that the
left.
railroads use.
4 minutes.
In
Folks,
that case,
still
a Chevy
about 2
Silverado.
hours and 40 minutes behind schedule. So try not to go too far when you hear those boarding whistles. Please promptly reboard so we can get you to Denver as soon as possible. Once again, Fraser coming up next.
Okay? Just throw it in there. And lean towards this way, not only just lean towards the wall. Not towards the gate. Try to keep it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so keep that here. No, we got one person. Rest of the downstairs. You guys can hang out loud. Take these back so you can hang out loud for once.
I am not. I am not a quitter.
Before exiting the Fraser River Canyon and before reaching Fraser, I decided to head to the back of the train to do some recording from the back.
I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go somewhere. towards butt naked when I get home. You'll be sitting right there, sitting there waiting on me, butt naked. That's probably don't need too much information. I'll figure it next. Be ready for it.
We are now at Tabernash. This siding is the longest on the Moffat Tunnel subdivision and is often used by trains so that they
We're
can
at
wait at the
Tabernash
bottom
now.
of the hill rather than on the hill near the Moffat Tunnel, as there is a bit of a grade going eastbound before trains reach the Moffat Tunnel. Therefore, Tabernash is used so that trains wouldn't have to spend extra energy getting started on a hill, as the Tabernash siding is on a rather flatter area.
The sun's still good. That's not good. It's different. The sun's it's like last week. It does. Well, it is, right.
Will you go back out tomorrow?
No, I'm off for 2 days. Tuesday.
Looks like they must have done maintenance here.
Okay. It's another one. What's your session?
He ain't got sense about
Excuse me.
Bat shit crazy. Ain't got sense about getting chicken. You know he's not smart enough. He's getting it though, but he's gonna take it. I always keep my eye on it. Whatever I keep my eye on it.
Is that a good thing or bad?
Well, always don't get it right. It's bad. It doesn't matter. Keep my eye on it.
Oh, there's a Tabernash siding right there.
That's dumb shit.
Okay, I do this.
He's a good guy. But
Everybody learns how to do it.
like a tracker.
Yeah, but
It's fine. So give me Mandy. That's a move. That's just perfect. That shit go down. It's going down.
that's, well, you know what?
That shit goes down. It's going down.
Why you say that? Maybe you do it.
Mandy is good.
Maybe, you know.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lieutenant Governor Stewart.
CPDS 065 Tabernash.
Please make your way to the dining car at this time. Enter the dining car, please.
There's a lot of energy with that hug right now. His arm right there.
Please make your way to the dining car at this time. Please wait at the door to be seated.
He's got a backbone on himself. Yeah, she's a push-up.
You know what? That's my fact. It's nice. Yeah. Maybe it's straight.
Yeah.
A lot of people know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why I love this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Probably a lunchbox full of food, too. A cooler full of food.
You know, I'm glad I started to eat.
Please tell me that that's defective detector said no defects.
What? Joanna Slater.
Slater. Yes, sir. Sure.
While this section appears to be nothing special to most of you, around this area is actually something that I remember a bit fondly. Around here is where I recorded a Union Pacific grain train pulled by locomotives 7295, 5183, and Ferromex engine 4081 passing that very crossing. This time around, though, I'm traveling in the comfort and warmth of a train. Well, the car that day was pretty warm, because duh, but still.
Alright everyone, this is Fraser, Colorado. This is your station stop. Please head downstairs. If you're stepping off for fresh air break, you have 4 minutes.
We are now arriving at Fraser-Winter Park Station. It is the highest station on the entirety of the Amtrak system, and is mostly used for Amtrak passengers as a bit of an outlet to Winter Park. Mostly when the Winter Park Express isn't running. But we wouldn't be here for too long as we had to leave. Next stop, Denver.
Well, let me have a rule and a saw and a board and I'll cut it. I'll climb up a ladder with a hammer and a nail and I'll nail it. Well, we worked so hard to build a little house together. In the snow or the rain or the ice cold wind, whenever. No matter what the
Alright
weather.
folks, so it's Fraser, Colorado.
We're
In 10
together.
minutes we will reach the world famous Moffat Tunnel. This tunnel is 6.2 miles long, reaching elevation close to 10,000 feet. During this time inside Moffat Tunnel, we ask that you please stay inside the cars you are in. Please refrain from going from car to car. Keep those end doors closed. This ensures that the diesel fuel, the residual fuel that stays out of the car. We don't have to breathe it in or smell it. So please stay inside your cars. It's going to be about 10 minutes or we'll maybe off the tunnel.
I'll tell you in a second.
Folks, we have some
Let's go.
restrictions as we go down the hill. Slow us down a little bit. Arrival to Denver somewhere around 8:15 Mountain Time. So we'll keep you posted.
CPTSU 62 Fraser.
Again, folks, 10 minutes. World famous Moffat Tunnel.
Let me have a rule and a saw and a board and I'll cut it.
Those are quite the smokers.
Climb up a ladder with a hammer and a nail and I'll nail it. Well, we worked so hard to build a little house together. In the snow or the rain or the ice cold wind, whenever. No matter any weather, we're together.
Alright folks, passing the Winter Park Ski Resort on your right hand side. Making our way into that world famous Moffat Tunnel. Once again, it's going to take us about 10 minutes to travel through this tunnel. Please keep those end doors closed. Do not move from car to car. Just keep the diesel fumes out. Once you see light at the other end of the tunnel, you'll be free to move about. Thank you.
At Winter Park, we entered the Moffat Tunnel, and 10 minutes later, we'd exit the Moffat Tunnel. The Moffat Tunnel opened in 1927. Before this, a nightmarish line over Rollins Pass took Denver and Salt Lake trains through the mountains. But that line, though, was a nightmare to maintain. It was expensive, trains frequently derailed. The line was incredibly expensive to maintain, and it would cause the Denver Northwestern and Pacific, and later the Denver and Salt Lake, to go bankrupt several times. Yes, conservatives and Moon, going broke existed well before going woke exists, and even then, going woke does not equal brokenness. Actually, cut that out. That's not funny, and that's probably gonna generate controversy. That Y over there is pretty much all that remains of the old Rollins Pass line. The rest of the line is just a trail. From here to Arvada, it is a 2% grade down the mountains.
around.
For a bit, I headed back to the lounge car to eat some leftovers from the breakfast place I went to at Grand Junction. Tell me, why do I constantly try and eat so much at a breakfast place? Do I just really like breakfast foods?
You know, Dad and I would use that road to go to Eldora. Looks like we have to go tread carefully here. CPTS 036 cliff.
Unfortunately for us, at this point, we entered an agonizingly long speed restriction, which would not lift until we reached the bottom of Big Ten Curve. Damn Union Pacific.
Yeah, I see that. So, wow.
looking at about an 8:30 arrival into Denver. Folks, we have some speed restrictions ahead that are going to slow us down a little bit, so looking at about an 8:30 arrival into Denver, Colorado.
That dam over there holds back Gross Reservoir. Gross Reservoir supplies a lot of the water to Denver and its surrounding suburbs.
Flat spot here between the trees and mountains. I think it's going to be easier. I know.
CP just 030 Crescent. has to be a slow order of some kind.
Yes, I think the audience gets it at this point, Harrison from On Board the Train.
CPTS 025 plane. It's because this is plane view. You can see the planes from here. $84.05, $79.64, $54.41.
We then pass a westbound Union Pacific tanker train.
Oh my god, I'm recording. Do you have headphones? I knew it. We're in speed restriction. Aló. En el tren, ya vienes.
It's Ja Vengo, by the way.
Sí, sí. En un poquito. Ciao. Always has to call when the music gets good. Yeah, I see that. Denver is right there. But the slow order makes it feel so far. Better safe than sorry, I guess.
Still there? Yeah. In the cab. Okay. I was just gonna say, I'll call her tomorrow, because I can't get even out of here. Okay. I'll call her after I get off the train. Okay. I got lots of pictures, so I'll send them all. I'll show it to you.
We have reached Big Ten Curve. In the 1970s, the Rio Grande had had enough of wind toppling over freight trains going past this curve, so they welded down 10 hopper cars filled with rocks and ballast permanently on a spur track right here to break the wind so that they could prevent any trains from being toppled over. Hence the name Big Ten Curve. A virtual rail fan camera is at this location as well.
F with love.
battled hard, the war's won. You did your worst, you tried your best. Now it's time to rest.
Chance 32 more level. Thank you.
Finally, we reached the end of the slow order, and it's home free to Denver. That spur over there is rocky, and it goes to some mines north of this route.
That speed restriction kind of messed everything up. It's out of our control. We apologize. Union Pacific sometimes put these restrictions on us and we have nothing to do with it. So more importantly, we're getting there safe.
Yeah. Union Pacific has been a complete dick since its very foundation. I get it.
Jacob.
Horse.
Yeah, sounds too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse us.
Hopefully we get in a little bit earlier than 9 p.m. A few safety announcements concerning Denver Union Station. Denver Union Station is a terminal we back into every night. This requires a few things from you, our passengers. Once we start our backup move, we please ask that all passengers please stay in their seats. Do not block aisleways, stairwells, or lower level vestibules. Conductors can or will board any door at any time during this maneuver. So we please ask for your cooperation and stay in your seats. Please wait for a Denver Union Station announcement. Once we've cross-checked all doors, come to a final stop, we'll make an announcement signaling your time to head down the stairs. Until then, sit back and relax. Train. Listen for that announcement. Once again, Denver's coming up next.
That line over there that we're about to go under is RTD's G Line. The G Line was part of the RTD Fast Tracks program, which added a commuter rail system to the northern suburbs of Denver. The G Line was originally supposed to open in fall of 2016, but because of crossing issues on the A Line, that meant crossing issues on the G Line couldn't be fixed. So for 2 years, the G Line kept on testing, and the RTD A Line crossing issues just kept on happening. Finally, the RTD A Line crossing issues were resolved, and RTD started turning their focus towards the crossings on the G Line, which would enable for the G Line to open in April of 2019. And to the next guy telling me that that sounds embarrassing,
thanks, I get it.
And here's the Tennyson Street crossing. You may recognize this crossing from many videos I've taken in the past and recently. Here's the sunset being reflected on Jim Baker Reservoir.
CPDS 005 C&S Junction.
The reason that control point was called C&S Junction is because the Colorado and Southern, a Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy subsidiary, had a branch line to Golden that at one point went all the way to Silver Plume when it was narrow gauge, and switched onto what was then Rio Grande trackage. The Rio Grande likely named this junction C&S Junction because the Rio Grande had a junction with the Colorado and Southern. Basically, it was a junction where one of the lines would go on to Colorado and Southern owned trackage. If I am incorrect about any of that, please tell me.
And toss your garbage at the nearest trash receptacle. That will help us out tremendously. Thanks, folks. Thanks for your cooperation.
71 something.
So I'm using those, and I use them to bring that west. I have a plan, but I'm starting down after COVID home, and I think I would do more this time travel there. But doing that one, which was basically cost me a hotel ship. I don't know, they offer, they have this office, if you sign up for their credit card, I think it's 30,000, and then you have to spend a certain amount of money at a time, but if you just kind of compose on that, so it's a little bit funny, but we're not super fun, because it's a little space.
1798, 2708.
Denver Union Station, and we are given the all clear to deboard.
After heading into the Burlington Northern and Santa Fe Railway's 34th Street Yard at Denver, we would then back up into Denver Union Station. Denver Union Station is a terminus station, so it only has tracks going in from one end. In the past, Denver Union Station was a bit of a through station, but the tracks that went the other way would have gone all the way down south to Colorado Springs and Pueblo. The 34th Street Yard also has a bit of a shops complex where engines would be maintained and refueled. However, by this point it's incredibly dark, so you can barely see any of the engines, let alone their numbers or liveries.
SD40. 1592. There is some kind of Dash 9 or AC 4400 right there. But the darn lights won't let me see what numbers they are. I think I was able to make out a 52.
Unfortunately, after I took this shot right here, the battery for my camera died. Unlike many of the previous trips that I did with my DSLR camera though, I was prepared with another battery.
Is still there. So weird. What's 27 there for?
Alright. I got my bag.
You're welcome, man.
You have a good day. With us getting off at Union Station, our 2024 Rocky Mountain Rail journey on Amtrak in the Durango and Silverton has come to an end.
Okay. All right, well, you'll be fine now, okay?
In the previous 6 parts, we have seen quite a lot of things, including the California Zephyr, the Rocky Mountaineer, the Durango and Silverton, and a lot of other things. This was especially something that I had wanted to do for years, mainly the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad, after I watched Great American Train rides from Penn Tracks. Will I go on the Durango and Silverton and or the California Zephyr west of Denver once again? If I had it my way, that answer would be an absolute yes. As for now though, that's just a hopeful, but that would be something that I'd be more than willing to do again. As for now, thank you for joining me on these 6 premieres, and thank you to all who have watched these videos. They mean so much to me. Anyways, thank you for watching, and until next time, have a good day. Yep, double header.
Yeah.
25 and 205.
Te escucho. ¿Estás ahí?